What's going on, guys? Nathan here, and today I'm going to teach you one simple poker technique which has blasted my profits lately, and I think it will help you out too. Alright guys, so today I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step poker hand example to show you exactly how to start implementing this simple technique yourself. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. So this play is going to be useful against the fish, aka the bad players. As you guys know, I'm not one of the most politically correct poker players out there. Yes, I still call them the fish. Those are the guys or girls who make, large egregious errors at the poker table. They play all sorts of bad hands, they call down with terrible hands, and they give you the bad beats. Now the good news is, guys, these players don't win in the long run, and if you can learn to use simple strategies like this against them, you can literally skyrocket your results. This is how I was able to create some of the highest winnings of all time online, especially at the lower stakes games, traveling the world for over 10 years now, so on and so forth. But let's jump into it. So bad players, fish, as I'm gonna refer to them throughout this video, they love to min bet. Now you guys have no doubt seen this before. What I'm talking about is the pot is $10 and they bet $1, a meaningless amount which has no mathematical value at all, and your brain just explodes. You don't know what to do. Why is this guy betting such a small amount? What does it mean? And so on. We're going to talk about that today. So guys, many people love to just call in this spot here. Again, because they're confused. They don't know. I've got top pair, but this guy sort of made a bet. What do I do here? Guys, I prefer to take a different approach in these situations. So let's jump into the example here. You've got Queen Jack of Hearts, nice little hand. You raise it up in middle position, and one of our fishy friends calls us in the big blind. So we've all been in this situation before. These guys play, or girls, they play 50% or more of all hands that are dealt to them. They can have anything, guys. There's no point in trying to put them on a range of hands. It's half the deck. So let's go see the flop. So the flop comes down with a Jack of clubs, 5 of clubs, 4 of hearts. Awesome spot. We hit our top pair. Let's talk about what to do here. All right, so the fish goes ahead and makes their $1 bet into a $10 pot. We're gonna assume small stakes here, so playing for smaller amounts of money, $10 or so. So what should you do in a spot like this? Guys, you should raise it up to $15. Do not just call their $1 with your top pair, good kicker, and backdoor flush draw in this situation. That's what everyone else does, and what you're doing is just playing into their game. Remember, guys, the flop was the Jack of clubs, 5 of clubs, and 4 of hearts. There's a lot of draws on this board. There's the club flush draw. There's also several straight draws with a hand like 6-7, for example, a hand like 2-3. We know that our fishy friends will definitely play a hand like that. So there are multiple different draws. They also could even have a worse top pair. Fish love to play hands like a Jack-6. They love to play a hand like a 5-6. So there's plenty of middle pair hands that they could have as well, which we are significantly ahead of. Guys, the ranges are totally different versus these recreational players. I've made many other videos, by the way, here on the channel talking about what to do versus regular opponents, good players who are watching videos like this. You can go check those out. But today, guys, we're just talking about the weekend warriors, the beginner level players who we make the money against. So guys, you don't want to just call here like everyone else and price them in to chase their whatever draw, or to, hit their lucky 2-pair on the river against you. A lot of people come to me and they complain about all their bad luck in poker. Oh, the fish always draws out, always hits their lucky card on the river. And then we go through their hands and we find out that they were just playing into the fish's game. They didn't charge them any amount of money. So guys, you want to raise it up to $15 here. Now let's assume that the fish calls, because it's not really that interesting if they fold here. Turn comes down with the king of spades. So this is when a lot of people clam up and they get nervous, because now there's another overcard. They're like, oh my god, they must have hit that king somehow. Guys, you need to remember that when the overcard comes, or even if the flush card comes, it is only a small part of the range that could have potentially hit that. So let's assume that the fish min bets into us again. So the pot's going to be $30 now, of course, because they called on the turn, and the fish bets $1. Once again, guys, just like before, do not call in this situation like everyone else does. Do not play into their silly game, because what they're doing here, guys, is they're trying to bait you along. They want you to just call their meaningless bet in order to be able to get their cheap showdown. This is some sort of 10th level fish math. I don't understand it, but what I do in this spot, unlike a lot of other people, is I jack it up to $40 here, and I let them know, hey, look, if you want to chase your ridiculous draw, if you want to call me down all the way with your Jack 7 or your 5 deuce or whatever nonsense hand you have, it's gonna be really expensive for you. It's gonna cost you a lot of money, and it might even cost you all of the chips in front of you. Guys, bottom line, you always want to let these players know who is in charge at the poker table. You are in charge of the hand. Do not allow them to make these ridiculous min bets into you and dictate the pace of the hand. You're the one who raised pre-flop. You're the one wearing the pants in the hand here with your top pair. Make them pay, and don't just raise it up a small amount. That's the other mistake that a lot of people make. They'll just raise it to $3 here. Guys, it's still mathematically useless. You want to make it pot size, always in these spots. Guys, always raise up these min bets. I often do it even when I don't have top pairs. Sometimes I've got a draw, I'll still raise them up. Guys, bottom line, do not put up with this fish nonsense. Raise up their min bets every single time, and I think you're gonna have a lot more success at the poker tables. All right, guys, like and subscribe if you found this one helpful. If you want to know my entire strategy to smash the small and mid stakes games versus all player types, not just our fishy friends here, make sure you grab a copy of my free poker cheat sheet. That'll be the top link in the description below. Guys, I hope this one helped. Thanks a lot for watching. This has been Nathan Williams with blackcurrant79.com.